Because everybody's working to get this thing someday, their dream, but we're telling them to do it now. You know that thing they say, I work so hard so someday I can blank, blank, blank. Yeah. Well, they can do blank, blank, blank now. Very simple. The thing is, how do you take something that's boring, that takes discipline of doing boring things day after day, month after month, year after year, and make it sexy? You can't. That's why they try to have these new fads, but people get excited, they get them, they try them, and they quit. It's not that I want people to change something. It's like, find the one thing, and you got to stick to it long enough. You don't give it a week or 2 weeks, you got to give it months, then assess from it, because you got to learn your body, right? That's the only way you learn your body. There's so many different diets out there, but do you understand, like, the diet that works is the one that you can stick to the longest. What can you say, yeah, I could do this forever? Because everybody has a short-term goal. But you have to. How's the fitness industry make money? The new supplement, the new diet fad. And then, you know, put this in your coffee, put this in your tea. It just causes confusion. It causes, you know, people want the next secret. You know, in college, when people drank, I was drinking water out of a Budweiser bottle. You know, the alcohol, not big deal on one day, but compounded over time, big deal in recuperation. Weighing my food when some people didn't. So it was just those little things that seemed stupid to people, the little things that seemed obsessed to people, that over time I get these results. So the results look big, right? The results look like huge results, but it was those little mundane little make fun of me things along the years that they're the things that added up to create what people want in a pill or a shot or a new fat diet. But so nonetheless, the work is the thing you can control, but it's so boring. Imagine if I told you this, Tim. Okay, here's the secret. I want you to wake up every morning, do a little cardio, have 6 meals a day, consistently. You know, don't vary them, don't miss any here. Just get a baseline and work out 4 to 5 days a week. Make sure you get some good sleep. Take all your sets to failure, and just do that daily. And then, you know, put your head down. A year from now, you look up, like, wow, I look really good. That's the thing. It really doesn't change. But that travels over into my business too. Like, I could do the same thing, and I could outwork. It's out sustaining. I could do high intensity, sustained over a long period of time. That's what all the years have taught me. So I could work hard and outwork. But usually when you work hard, you peak and drop, right? And you do peak and drop, but my peak lasts a lot longer. So the peak lasts so long of working hard, it almost looks like I'm sustaining it. So you have hard work sustained over a long period of time. That's like the perfect model for success. Being awakened to that, so that's part of the, you know, going in. And I was reading that Kyle Cease.
Oh yeah, Cease.
Being a comedian and stuff like that, it's like he didn't realize his whole life how much he really needed the approval of people. That's why he was the funny guy and this and that. It's like, you don't realize, like, wow, my dependence was upon outside in, not being inside out, a full expression of me. So if I feel like he used the explanation, like if you're in an elevator and there's a pretty girl, instead of strategizing on, hey, so the weather's nice, and you know, it's like, and they come up with a strategy, and it's like, it's all BS, and she's like, yeah, the weather was yesterday
like,
too.
Hey, you looked great.
Like, or like, hey, I am trying to talk to you and I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, that's just really awkward, but.
Because I say, like, how can you be like just
without strategy and
right? Because it caused, like, so you strategize on what to say, and they have to strategize, so you're not being yourself at all. And then he's like, so the thing is, what would it be like if you could live a life where you're totally not necessarily confident, but accepting of you, and not to make that person, it's just, this is who I am, and this is what and creating life from you. Like when I kind of look at Titus in a way and see that, it just, you know. That's what he is.
Like, take it or leave it.
Yeah, he's like an apple tree isn't concerned what you think. What it does, it just creates apples.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not worried about, are you gonna like this apple or the taste? It just, this is what I do, I create apples. So almost like as a human being, this is who my spirit is and this is what I do. And whether you like apples or not, it's just what I do. Like I'm doing what I was put here to do, regardless of what people think.
What is the promise of your course?
Promise is that at the end they'll truly find out who they were created to be. They'll be able to be fulfilled and actually, fulfilled by what they love to do and actually be able to make a career out of it versus working just to get paid. They're actually going to, that thing they say, I work so hard so someday I can blank, blank, blank. Well, they can do blank, blank, blank now. Because everybody's working to get this thing someday, their dream, but we're telling them to do it now, and they can do it when they embrace the hero. And they get out there, and they tell their message and their story. But then even if they're not making as much money, the happiness factor, the fulfillment factor, you can't buy it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, they have energy now. Roberto, they're gonna have massive energy, they're gonna be happy. It's like you coming off stage, massive energy, fulfilled, happy, it's all the human needs, but it's particular to what they were called to do versus just making a living. I realized that was the theme, and I looked at the kid. I was the superhero. Because I wore superhero pajamas, not because I wanted to be a hero, because of what the hero represented. Titus is a little guy. He always wears, because he feels strong, right? He feels powerful. So these are just, the hero represents that. Like it could be an athlete. Why do you like LeBron James? He's an athlete. He's powerful. Like it's essences that we have the same. That's why we admire people, because we have the same quality, but it's just not remembered or developed. Thanks, Roberto. Bye. Bye. Always good. I mean, you got a lot done, man, right? When they get stagnant, the only way to being overwhelmed is to put action, make a move, and make a decision. So I'm overwhelmed, and it's like, well, make a decision. And once you make that decision, then that overwhelming goes away, and now at least you have a clear-cut, road or map to go for. And like I always say, it's always the right decision in the macro. It always is. It's like, so if you make a decision and it turns bad, you look back years later, like, well, if that didn't happen, this unknown would have happened, that might be here. So it all works out for the good. But I would prefer to make the right decisions all the time. But even if it's a bad one, you could course correct and you learn from it.
What's up, Doc? Make sure you check me out on Snapchat. I'm taking selfies.